Israel is responsible for one of the cruelest...
Ya pemirsa, panggung sidang umum PBB berubah jadi ajang baku hantam argumen yang mengejutkan dunia. Seorang diplomat Israel dikeroyok, dihujani serangan bertubi-tubi dari berbagai negara. Kata-kata keras, tuduhan tajam, semua diarahkan untuk menjatuhkan Israel terkait perang di Gaza.
Israel is responsible for one of the cruelest genocides in modern history. At the same time, since October 2023, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange has soared by 213% in US dollars, amassing 225.7 billion US dollars in market gains, including 67.8 billion in the last month alone. One people enriched, one people erased. Member states must impose a full arms embargo on Israel, suspend all trade agreements and investment relations.
The League of Arab States appreciates the Special Rapporteur for her bold and courageous report.
Anti-Semites are those who support the genocidal government.
Why does the genocide continue? Because it is profitable, says the report. The method used by US and European companies used to finance Hitler continues to be used today.
The attacks against Gaza is a genocidal war.
This regime understands no language but the language of force, not the language of law, nor the voice of civilized nations.
And I now call the United Nations Watch.
Mr. President, is today's report balanced?
Namun, siapa sangka, serangan yang begitu sengit justru berakhir dengan keheningan. Sang diplomat berhasil membalikkan keadaan, membungkam semua mulut yang mencecarnya dengan fakta-fakta tajam yang tak seorang pun mampu bantah. Detik itu juga, ruangan PBB yang penuh teriakan mendadak terdiam membeku.
Mr. President, is today's report balanced? Israel is accused of genocide 68 times. Now, on October 7th, the world saw Hamas start a war by invading Israel, firing thousands of rockets, massacring 1,200 people, including families and little children in their homes. Hamas pledged to do it again. Israel has been fighting a just war against a terrorist army, which cynically embeds itself among civilians. Ms. Albanese, war is not genocide. But in your report, there's no war at all. It's only about Israel. We ask, why does your report never mention once the October 7th invasion and massacre, or even the word Hamas? Why does your report never once mention Hezbollah on October 8th? Joining Hamas's war, they began firing thousands of missiles at Israel. Why does your report never once mention the Islamic Republic of Iran, which armed and trained its proxies and orchestrated the attacks, which itself fired hundreds of missiles at Israel? They openly call for genocide against the Israeli people. Why didn't you find reason to mention them once? Distinguished delegates, this report is an inversion. Silence on aggressors openly pursuing genocide and demonization of our democracy, defending its people from a multi-front war. Ms. Albanese, do you now understand why a Swiss university canceled your panel this week for lack of balance? Mr. President, on April 1st, you released the report of the UN investigation, which found that the rapporteur's trip in Australia was funded by external groups. Ms. Albanese, will you release the documentation? Who funded you?
We will continue then with the next speaker.